We are live.
We are live.
We are live.
Did I say welcome to the main event?
I'm not doing right, brother. You mad?
Oh, man.
Behave before you talk about what I'm talking about, yeah?
We are live. Guys, I'm J1 for the Cyber Nerds.
Where you GS?
Mr. Blitz Tech.
And welcome back to more Daredevil Born Again. We're back with episode 4. What are you man saying about where we're at so far in the political candidate race for a new mayor?
I've actually been thinking about this all week.
Mm-hmm.
Just last episode, I was like, we're back. Oh my God. Last episode was so good. Just the writing between Matt, other characters in the courtroom. I think the last time we had a courtroom scene in Marvel was a bit of a shambles. But the fact that this is good, and we've not even really seen Daredevil-isms yet. And I'm still like, I want to see Born Again. I'm happy, I'm happy. I actually can't wait for today's episode.
Yeah, I can't not agree with you. Even though I'm still apprehensive, because we're only 3 episodes in and we've got 2 on one day. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, we still got to get into the meat and potatoes of the season, and there are some things that are standing out, but there is a lot of positives from where we've been and where we started with the whole Daredevil thing again. So I 100% agree with you. In terms of the courtroom drama, I can't think of even shows that are courtroom dramas that might have had scenes as good as that courtroom drama. Do you know what I'm saying? So in terms of them getting that on the ball and on point, 100%. And I think it's one of the things that, even if you go back to like season 1 and season 2, it's things that we was bringing up then that like, yo, there should be more courtroom drama and stuff like this. So, and even, I'm not even gonna like R.I.P. Foggy, but I'm also glad Foggy's gone because Foggy used to fuck up all the courtroom shit. And when I say that, it's mean, even though there's the episodes where he was doing good in the courtroom and whatever, it all took away from Matt. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is one of the things that I've been thinking about, the whole Foggy being dead, Karen being dead. And I still stand on, I would have preferred Karen being dead and that maybe separating the Foggy situation as well in some way that can get us to isolate Matt. But whatever, regardless, I came to the conclusion that Matt kind of being on his ones is the best case scenario for what we're working with right now. And it's like, he has got supporting cast, like, when he goes to the office, there's the new police officer, he's got a new assistant, stuff like that. But we're not focusing on them how we was trying to focus on Karen and Foggy. Maybe because they're not named characters, or maybe because we understand this shit is about Matt, and this shit is about Daredevil, and this is what we really got to dive into. So in the first 3 episodes, I think like we've done that beautifully. I'm gassed for the next episode. Lisa.
Yeah, man. I think one of the things I really got to appreciate from last episode is that the way Matt got put on the back foot, because usually we get that more with the Daredevil side, like especially with Kingpin being ahead of the game. But this one, like, they really put Man's back foot to the point where he had to reveal my man's, extracurricular activities. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's something that I don't think we've seen Matt in a courtroom like that before. Like I said, usually it's Foggy that comes in, bags it up. But I really like the way Matt took it last episode.
No, super legit, man. What are you lot kind of expecting for this episode? Like, for me, we had some of the Punisher stuff leading up, like kind of dotted through the 2nd, 3rd episode. I'm expecting man to show up, like in a big way. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I think he's gonna get framed for something, right? You get me? He's about to get framed for this, but there's Frank. Frank's gonna be like, I'm not getting framed, and he's gonna come and murder everyone. So, I mean, that's what's gonna happen. I mean, if you're the Punisher, and then they're running around, it's not like the Joker gang in Batman where he's just like, we're all just jokers, we're all clowns. He's like, no, I'm the Punisher, and you man ain't. So he's gonna come and punish the fake Punishers. I would imagine, I would hope so. So I also like, even with that, I don't want him to take away from Matt. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on the Matt train this season, not even the Daredevil train. I'm on the Matt train. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like they tried to do this in season 3, or them man tried to do it in season 3 and it didn't get right. And I feel like we're kind of landing here. So I'm really interested in that. But seeing John Berthel back as a Punisher, like, no one's going to complain about these things. So, yeah. What are you man saying about Punisher or his involvement in today's episode?
I'm not sure he's showing up maybe by the end of the episode, I think with him...
You're not sure he's showing up or is he showing up by the end of the episode? These two ain't the same thing.
Like, what I mean is by that is, I think things need to go extreme for him to show up. And we might get that by the end of this episode, depending on how Kingpin plays a part in this, innit? Because obviously last episode we saw him that man's vexed, another masked vigilante's out. So obviously he's reaching out to BB. So I feel like, and because Matt don't want to put the mask on, I think something drastic needs to happen for him to put it back on. Do you know what I'm saying? So this one I'm like, I'm not sure it will happen. And if it does, it'll be towards the end of the episode.
Do you know what's funny? Because I'm more inclined to think that we might not see Matt to the end of the season. Or Daredevil towards the end of the season. Like, back. So what I would do is fill up the season with other vigilantes, and that's what they've been doing.
Yeah.
So they filled up the first two, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
First episode had Bullseye. Second episode, we kind of had, I'm going to say Kingpin, do you know what I'm saying? And Vanessa. Third episode, we had White Tiger.
Yeah, exactly.
Fourth episode, we have Punisher.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Maybe it's
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. So for me, they've kind of lined it up for this to be the Punisher episode. Like, we had 4 Punisher episodes in in season 2. So them having a dedicated Punisher's just gonna solve the Punisher issue, the fake Punisher issue in one fell swoop, kind of seems like the right move, because I don't want him hanging around the whole season. Do you know what I'm saying? They might feel different because it's John Bernthal and he's a gangster. Like, I'm very open to it, but I feel like he's gonna have a big impact. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And they've been going vigilante to vigilante. You know what I'm saying? They've been going ideology to ideology to ideology. I think that's a better way to put it than vigilante to vigilante. So, it's Punisher's turn. Do you know what I'm saying? So, what are you, man, saying in the questions, comments, queries, and theories? And if you wanna know how to get your question, comment, theory, or query on the episode, all you gotta do is head up to patreon.com/thecybernerds. Look for this video and then just go ham, as some of you already have.
So let me start with James Wesby.
Come on, James. Walk on.
With fam, he says, Jay, I love the passion as always, man. I hear you and Sam on all points. For me, I see Matt's mindset as a fellow person who was my conscience, so I have to honor what matters to them. That's why I love this episode a lot as well. Matt in full lawyer mode.
I hear that. I don't think man could. Third person thing's too far, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to beef you because you got a good point, and I hear what you're saying, but like, come on, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Good one still.
Yeah, like, you know, the Foggy wasn't that. Foggy wasn't that, bro. Even if you see it like that, I don't believe Foggy was that for Matt. But I hear you.
Next, we have Kaiju Suzuki.
Come on, Kaiju.
That whole talk White Tiger had with Matt about it being a core part of him stuck with me. Matt is trying to deny it, but at the end of the day, he's not complete without Daredevil. He is trying to do right by Foggy, who died because he was Daredevil, and told Matt
he died because he wasn't Daredevil. Jesus.
And told Matt he didn't want him to be a vigilante by stopping. But now he's in a corner, and I can't wait to see him fight his way out. By the way, I don't think Kingpin had anything to do with White Tiger's death. He's just extremely angry after 3 losses to 3 different vigilantes heroes. You know what? That's one thing I was saying about last episode, how that whole conversation will circle back because we was talking about the core identity of the person and Matt denying it. And I feel like they used White Tiger's speech very well, and then one day it will get to Matt. Do you know what I'm saying? So I hear you on that one still.
It's great dialogue, man. It's great dialogue, but it's just that, bruv, we're too deep in for Matt. You know, for Matt to just be, I don't know that Daredevil's part of me, when last season or whenever you gave up your whole, you know what I'm saying? You went that other direction, bro. Like, and the whole, I hear you, man. You man are going to keep harping on the, it's for Foggy. R.I.P. Foggy. You get me? I was gonna say something else, but he's dead. So R.I.P. him, bruv. I believe once again that if Matt was Daredevil, Foggy would be alive. Yeah, not part-time Daredevil. If he was full-time Daredevil, Foggy would be alive. And Foggy never wanted him to be Daredevil. So how he's got that all confused, I'm only gonna say is the grief. Do you get what I'm saying? Hell's Kitchen's worse without Daredevil.
And the whole Kingpin thing, Kingpin has nothing to do with the White Tiger, dude. That's just the police acting as punishers.
For sure.
Like, Kingpin just wants them removed through the legal means that it's going through now. But I definitely want to see how Kingpin spirals as the guy that he is. Because, again, obviously we're dealing with identities and ideologies. I feel like Kingpin is who he is, whether you're like trying to fresh out or not. That's going to seep out.
The thing, see, bro, like, what do you mean by that? Like, I don't see Kingpin the same as I see, I don't know, just like a regular criminal. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't see him like that. It's like, I can see him being the mayor and staying within the law and getting everything he needs to get done.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make him good.
Because he, like, the when he maneuvered the police officer, like, he wasn't doing anything legal, but he's saying, bro, I've got tabs on you.
See,
and that's still being there.
Kingpin, this is my point. This is what I'm saying. It's like, I need I would hope that they have an understanding of Kingpin to just move him into the grey area. This is why if you watch Spider-Man, he never gets caught. They never catch Kingpin. He will never get caught, bro. He's a legal villain, bro. Like, this is why he's the Kingpin. Because no matter what he does, he places himself in a position where he cannot go to jail, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He cannot be caught. He can, like, everything he does is legal. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I don't want him in the show to start being like, oh, go do a hit on this person. What they've shown us of I'm going to negotiate, like, I'm going to powerfully negotiate. Like, what he said to Vanessa stuck with me. Don't put me in a situation where I don't trust you. The old Kingpin, maybe, and this is what I was trying to come to grips with. I was like, oh, maybe it's the love for Vanessa. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's that. Maybe he just knows there's a different way. The same way we know Adam, the guy she was sleeping with, is already dead. We already know that. Like, if he's not, I'm going to be shocked. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be shocked. So in terms of the Vanessa scenario, I'm like, okay, yeah, he does love her. There is emotion. But maybe it's not all coming from there. Maybe it's coming from, this is how I have to do this now. Because I've been through the other things, like what my mum was saying, losing to 3 vigilantes in 3 separate occasions. This way, he never loses again. Do you know what I'm saying? Are they always going to be running around? Maybe, maybe not. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what he's got to work on. But I don't want him, I want him to be legal grey area. I don't need, like, it's like in House of Cards, bro. It's like, man does go end up doing crud with his hands. But that lead up is where Kingpin needs to be for the majority of the season. He's getting it done in a different way. I wouldn't have expected this. I wouldn't have expected that. Oh shit, like, because these are the kind of things that can get Matt. Like Matt can't be beat right now. Do you know what I'm saying? In terms of, I've given up Daredevil, so there's no vigilante, you can come get me. But I'm also Daredevil, so the corrupt police officers can't beat on him. Do you know what I'm saying? Plus, I'm the best lawyer in the city. Therefore, I can't be touched at my job. Like, Matt is actually untouchable right now. So you have to put Kingpin in an untouchable position as well, where their untouchableness then brings up more friction, resistance, and then we both go back to, I'm going to have to get my hands dirty and I'm going to have to put on a suit. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it.
Next we have Nathan Manley.
Come on, Nathan.
Nathan says, I see Fisk using BB as the bookend of his influence.
Aye.
He is mayor, so has influence in high places, but can use BB to keep control of the narrative on the streets.
100%.
It will be interesting to see if the tone of BB clips change as the series progresses to move away from vigilante support and to back Fisk's plan.
That's interesting because I thought BB's posts were kind of neutral. Do you know what I'm saying? She's grabbing all different kinds of people from the city so far, but maybe as the season goes, like you're saying, do you know what I'm saying? It starts skewing in one direction or one way or another. But we really don't know her motives. Do you know what I'm saying? Her being the niece of Uric says to me that she knows Kingpin killed his uncle, and that she's gonna do anything to get as close to him do you know what I'm saying? To get him out. Like if she ends up being the hero of the season in terms of, oh, this is the person who got Kingpin gone because of a charge that blah 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 blah, I can take it. Do you know what I'm saying? But then, you know what I'm saying, we've got to find something else for Matt to do.
Yeah, I think Fisk's gonna use her to muddle in with the political stuff. That way, you see how you can twang people? Like, because I'm getting this information from the streets, you guys can believe it that it's, it's a reliable source. Then I'm gonna come with the political side, spin the narrative, and now guess what? We're all leaning on Fisk's side, isn't it? So
Pincer maneuver.
come on. And next we have Dev Switch.
Come on, Dev Switch.
Dev Switch says, I feel like this episode kind of confirmed to me that Matt's identity is going to be public by the end of the season. If it's by Fisk's own doing, I'm not sure, but after this episode, I want to see the episode of Matt in court defending his actions, and Fisk is called in as a witness.
Yo!
I don't know if we can have that, bro.
It's
it sounds nuts. It sounds like compelling TV. But bro, the trial of Daredevil and Matt Murdock is crazy work, bro. It's crazy. Do you know, I actually love these court procedures so much, bro. There's this trial of Peter Parker where Kane is killing people. Kane's a clone of Spider-Man. He's killing bare people and his fingerprints are the same as Peter's. So Peter goes to jail for it. And then he can't be Spider-Man because he's obviously in jail. So you got Kane running outside, and then this is where Peter and Ben are like, Ben get together and like, yo, you're gonna have to do some shit for me right now. Bro, it's not to work because it's exactly what you're saying. But in that, they had Peter inside and a Peter outside. Like, it's like, you see what we just saw with White Tiger, like, if they arrest him, like, if they arrest Matt for Daredevil, is he gonna defend himself from the cell? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a bit nuts. And I think that maybe, I'm not saying they're not gonna do it. If they did, it'll be nuts, but I think that more so they use the White Tiger to do that softly, to present it softly, like the stuff that Raven was saying where, you can't live without it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't really need all of that. What we need is the conversation between him and White Tiger and the conversation between him and Fisk, what says everything that court case would say. Do you know what I'm saying? The jury voting for not guilty, not guilty, not guilty for White Tiger is already the leeway that Daredevil needs. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, we don't necessarily have to run that back, but it sounds crazy. Get me? You, man, you know what time it is. If you got more questions, comments, patreon.com/cybernerds. Other than that, I think it's time for this episode. Let's dive in.
So, 9mm to the temple, execution style, no room for error. What else?
The right side marginal abrasion, external bevel on the entrance wound, exit wound, has skin tears and raised skull fragments.
Projectile.
Not recovered.
Single kill shot at extreme close range and no one found the casing.
Hey, it's not on the body, it's not my problem. How did you get in here?
I want to see my uncle, Hector Ayala.
Hey, Angela. He's right.
Got him out of jail. A lot of good that did him, huh? I want to see my Theo. I want to see what they did to him.
You know, trust me.
They killed him, didn't they? It's the police.
We don't know. We don't know that, Angela.
Come on. You're a lawyer. You ain't dumb. He got in the middle of something. Busted up a fight with his mask off. Asshole cops were dirty. You got him out of jail. They put a bullet through his head.
I'm sorry.
I hate them, Mr. Brown. I hate this city. No one's doing anything about it, and no one's ever gonna do anything about it. Because he was just Hector from the Heights, and they're the fucking cops. It's not fair. It's not fair.
I know. It's okay.
It's okay. Look, here, listen. You have to believe.
That someone will find his killer, okay? We have to believe it.
You understand?
Can't, baby. I think I gotta take off.
No, come on! Dude, Fisk is riding you way too hard.
Normal routine is that? Absolutely not.
And working for Fisk is?
No, seriously, like, does that mean they were supposed to be with the clean green Hollands? It's just...
New tech company with this dope recycling ideas, you know?
Recycling, that could be cool.
It's awesome. It would actually decrease garbage output.
Okay, but isn't the plan?
I know you're gonna say union contracts, but
No, we're gonna start with the ports. Dual jurisdiction. It's genius.
If we're not gonna keep
You want butter toffee or caramel with peanuts?
Butter toffee.
Toffee for the man.
Man, you can't eat that. Hey, Wilcox, are these boxes evidence?
The mother boxes was evidence. I paid for this shit.
Hey, seriously, nothing for fatty.
Okay, get your ass up. Hey.
Hey, hi, how are you? I heard Hector's niece came to the morgue.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Did she...
No, God, no. No kid should see that.
Okay, look, this is terrible timing, but I need you downtown today.
Yeah, we'll, post for another associate.
No, the revolver is too low.
Well, I'm working on that too. Already set meetings with a bunch of banks.
First, we never have to worry about money problems. But you're gonna like this one. It's Leroy Bradford from the city docket. A freebie this month. Can you just meet him down in detention?
You had me at freebie.
Thank you.
I thought we might spend some time on something we need to get out into the open. Until we explore this, we can't really make any progress.
Adam.
I'd rather not.
I understand. But I would urge you to sit in the discomfort and maybe just for a moment we can acknowledge the affair.
My dinner party. Betrayal.
You were gone. I didn't know when or if you were ever coming back.
You knew. You know me. You know I wouldn't stay away.
That was a betrayal.
You know why.
Let's let Vanessa speak for a moment. Tell me about Adam.
You're asking for details?
No. What you were feeling. Why him?
It was his hands. His hands drew beautiful sketches. I mean, just...
Not.
It was like finding a clay at a garage sale. It was just...
Politics?
Business.
I see. Has infidelity been a part of your marriage before this?
Absolutely not. Never.
You left, which felt like taking half of me away.
Did that trigger something for you, Vanessa?
My father. He would leave for weeks at a time. He drank. He, gambled. His behavior aided my mother. I never respected her for that. I needed to feel alive, not crushed down. When you left, you hurt me.
You never know.
I never had a reason to.
I assume you want to move forward from this. Did you end the affair?
Never had the opportunity.
Wilson, did you confront this man?
Yes. We had a dialogue.
What kind of dialogue?
Dialogue.
I'm clarifying one. No.
I know you. Your methods are much more direct.
No, they were, not now. It was a conversation. That's all. There's no expression of ill intent. And I told him that I couldn't fathom a life of meaning without her.
And where is Adam now?
I don't know.
I want to go back to the first question I asked you during our intake. Are we here to dissolve a marriage? or preserve one. Without forgiveness, and I say this to both of you, there can be no real healing. Forgiveness isn't just the highest act of love. It is the only way forward.
Is something wrong, Dr. Black?
I'm not sure. Based on the nature of our discussion today, I feel obligated to ask. Do you feel safe in your marriage?
Oh, you think? My husband is capable of many, many things, some of them extreme. Harming me is not one of them.
She's dead, bro. Thank God. Let's get her out of here. I hope he drowns her slowly. Like, bro, maybe in a toilet. Do you know what I'm saying? I would love that. I would love that.
I think he's in over his head. Vigilantes, love them. Should have had that a long time ago. They're the only people that can solve the problem in New York. I wish I could be a vigilante. I'd be out there too.
Looking like that My Hero Academia with the cape.
Leroy Bradford. Leroy Bradford.
Hey, look at this. I get the friggin' blind dude. Bring on the blind justice.
As I understand it, you've been charged with petty larceny, which is a Class A misdemeanor. Complaint against you alleges you stole approximately 5 boxes of fiddle-faddle from a bodega.
Well, I didn't do it.
I understand. The thing is, the bodega where this allegedly occurred has a surveillance system involving many cameras. In addition, the cashier is willing to testify she was an eyewitness to the whole thing. Store security guard will testify that when he did. Several boxes of the caramel corn were recovered outside of the store.
But I paid for that shit last week.
Unfortunately, it doesn't really work like that. Mr. Bradford generally paid for it. You buy it that day.
Then they all lying on me then. You hear me? Also, I saw them cops eating 2 boxes of that shit.
Now that I'm entirely willing to believe.
Then how come they don't arrest themselves for stealing?
Maybe they should have.
Could it have been a scroll?
Nope. And the bigger problem we have is your rap sheet.
How come you guys always gotta bring that up? What I did back then ain't got nothing to do with this.
25 pages of offenses, drugs, trespassing, panhandling, petty larceny, not to mention the 4 separate cases where you failed to appear in court. And
like I said, I ain't going to jail.
if you decide to fight the case with the video evidence, your rap sheet, and history of bench warrants, the judge will almost certainly set bail. Which means unless you can pay the bail,
I look like I got money to
you're
you.
gonna sit in jail until this whole thing is over.
You a cop-out lawyer?
If you take a look.
No! Look, man, you even think about telling me to cop out? You better go out there and get me my probation.
Probation is not gonna be on the table.
Then I ain't taking it. Is 30 the same as probation?
Nope. On 30, you do 20.
Then I ain't taking it.
In which case, we're gonna have to talk.
I don't want to hear no more shit about it. Which case? This is my case, and I'm going home on it. Then go out there and do your job and get me some probation.
Yeah, let me see what I can do.
See? That's funny. Because you can't see shit.
All right.
What you got, Murdoch?
Morning, Sophia. I'm sure you look lovely today. 8357 wrap.
Stole some caramel corn from a bodega.
Yep, that's the guy.
Exactly went 30 days on this last time, so how about we go 35?
So the guy's looking for probation.
And I'm looking for Mr. Right.
Discredited penal philosophy, by the way, but okay.
Is that sentences go up and not down? Also deterrence works.
Mr. Bradford's rap sheet would suggest nothing more. Maybe the whole idea relies on the theory that people are actually thinking about the consequences of their actions, which I can assure you, having spent a full 5 minutes with Mr. Bradford, he was not.
If you don't like deterrence, how about incapacitation?
You really want to prove a point of some stolen caramel corn on Latvian Heritage Day?
How'd you know I was Latvian?
Pretty sure you snuck a piece of honey cake for breakfast.
Wow.
It's blind.
I can imagine wanting to know a little bit more about that.
Plus with a name like Azola.
Well, given your cultural sensitivity and your very impressive nose, I'll give your guy 20 days.
He's weird.
Does he remind him that it only took him 2 months before his PO violated him for failure to report?
What can I say? The guy has strong preferences.
Yeah, well, so do I. Only you, Murdoch. Arguing philosophy in criminal court arena.
You started it. And while we're on it, isn't it worth pointing out that the name of the crime we're dealing with here is petty larceny, from the French petit, meaning...
All right, one time only rap. Can have 10 days.
See, I knew you believed in redemption.
No, I don't.
Gangster.
I don't.
Oh.
I do hope you...
What?
Thank you.
Look at you know? Fucking guy. Say.
You gotta know it's this guy, bro.
Officer Powell.
Councilor Murdoch. Funny how we keep finding each
Yeah,
other like this.
isn't it? You, doing the Lord's work today? Couldn't have a weak link out there, could you?
What?
Or, I know, maybe it was pride. Ayala made you look bad.
Actually, he flat out embarrassed you. You have yourself a nice day,
He had a family. He had a future, and you took that away from him.
You can't see this badge, Counselor, because you're fucking blind, but my grandfather wore it. Father wore this badge, my brother wears this badge, all my fucking cousins wear this badge. I don't know nothing about nothing to do with what happened to Hector Ayala. That attorney who assaults a police officer? Who obstructs an active investigation? Not something that the Bar Association's gonna take lightly. That's my Not to mention some of my more excitable colleagues on the force.
Only, you'd have to bring a few more than the last time we met.
I'll be seeing you, Counselor.
Told you, man's moving untouchable right now.
New York City.
I thought he was gonna make a blind joke. Man said bring more men
Greatest
to the
city on
party. This is just a real one.
International diplomacy.
But I think we've
Lost something along the way.
pride of the working class.
If I say Red Hook, what words come to mind?
Raves?
Decrepit?
I mean, it's dirty.
Yeah. This port.
There's a black eye on the face of the city. I think we can do better. I'm talking about a complete structural overhaul.
That's not an option.
I told the people of the city I was going to come out of the gate strong. I want you to organize a press conference. I want to get this message out immediately.
With all due respect, you can't just decide something and then speak it into existence.
Why is that, Sheila?
This is city government. There are processes.
Yes, processes.
Opinions are above his pay grade. Besides, there was another mob shooting yesterday, not 50 feet from here. The third one this month. The violence makes people uneasy. This is an ambitious goal.
I hear you saying that my plan is improbable, but not impossible. You're giving me problems. I want solutions.
The council will want to know that this project is viable.
Yes, let's commission that study.
We can't do that without the council's approval.
Get the council.
Nope. And we can't get their approval until we ask the public advocate to put it on the docket.
She's right about one thing. What's happening down here is a bigger problem than you realize. The other bosses will continue to create havoc until one of them ascends or they all die.
Great news.
You got me that probation.
Nope. I got you 10 days on which you do 7 minus today. You get the weekend bounce back and you are out on Friday.
How is that great news?
There is no probation to be had here. This is the best deal you're gonna get. So you tell me, how is this not a good job counselor situation?
You just don't get it, do you? This shit never ends. Look, I've been jerking around by the system my whole life. Last time I got 30 days. I missed my SSI appointment and they cut my benefits. Bad enough trying to live off food stamps, but when they cut it, man, it takes forever to get that shit back regular. Then you gotta start eating throwaway crap from supermarket dumpsters, begging for change, for food. And yeah, just once, I want a dessert. Something that don't taste like crap, something that tastes real good. So why not get the caramel corn? I like that shit. It tastes good. And for that, they're willing to spend 5 times more to lock me up than they're willing to spend to feed me. You come in here and tell me that that's a gift? Then I should thank you.
Something to show you. It was me. I totally screwed up.
You did this.
It was a mistake. I went out and I
You know what? Just call the schedulers and have them pull the meeting off the calendar now.
I'm sorry.
I said no. Then
Just wonderful. Children have such talent.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Now for our next one.
No. That's fine. Such talent. And again, you were wonderful. And as they say, the city never sleeps. Everything ready for the Clean Green Haulers meeting.
Actually, sir, we've had to pull that off the calendar. There's a small wrinkle.
They screwed up.
Leaks happen.
Not in my administration. I want an all-hands meeting now! Where am I?
Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, I present to you the mayor of New York City, Winston Fisk.
She feels another song again.
Mayor Garbage! Is that it? Is that your best? You are all here to help me execute my promises. This I will find out!
It was me, sir. I screwed up.
Everybody out! Out!
He's mine, sir. Whatever he did, it's on me.
This is where he gets the
Okay,
promotion.
fine. Suit yourself. You can go down with the ship.
I want to apologize. I didn't mean to do it. I know that won't make it right. I know that nothing can. I had a lot to drink. Tequila. And in the spirit of total honesty, there was some ketamine.
You should probably stop.
I was drunk. I didn't mean to do it, but I did do it. And I know that's unforgivable. And I'm not even asking for forgiveness. I believe in you. And you'll have my vote forever. And whatever happens to me, I'll do whatever I can from afar to support you and your mayorship.
I've been around a lot of, let's just say, I know how unreliable people can be. I've learned that loyalty and courage, two qualities that are not easily replicated. In the fullness of time, you'll make a better man. That said, if you ever do anything like that again, it will be the last thing that you ever do. Do you understand?
You never see him. Every week it seems like he's involved in a new scandal. I mean, look what just happened with the garbage. And look at all the garbage on the street, you know? How can we trust a guy like that who makes all of these promises to actually have our back?
Projectile.
Not recovered.
9mm to the temple, execution. Single kill shot. Extreme close range and non-found casing.
Really in this college season. Just still.
Hello?
Christ.
I know you're in. God damn it. What are you doing here? Hey, you good?
What do you want? Client of mine was shot, Frank. Guess whose logo I found on the bullet casing?
Bullshit fanboys, huh?
Yeah, a lot of them cops.
What's it got to do with me?
Nothing to do with you, right? Silly me.
Yeah. Be a service, huh? Are you a service, Red? Did you serve? Prance around the city in a Halloween costume, beating the snot out of bad guys? Hey, thank you for your service.
I mean, you could help people, you could save lives.
Actually, I did that. Look at what it got me.
Oh, I apologize. I didn't realize you were a victim in all this.
Chill out.
I ain't used that pussy ass word my entire life. You don't put it in my mouth, you understand?
You tell me, what's going on, buddy? What are you doing down here?
Man, shut the fuck up. You ain't put the suit on in
You're
weeks.
goddamn right.
Great, how's that working?
You want to go out there on the street?
Exactly.
Do not have time for your candy ass hero
Fucking
shit.
tell him.
Is that clear?
Matt ain't got time for his own candy ass hero shit right
Sorry
now.
to waste your time.
Fuck up out of here, Matt's moving stupid with this one.
I don't think you came here for my help.
Exactly. You gave me some fucking motivation. You came from a fucking pep talk, Matt.
See, I think you want my permission.
Exactly. Wake up, Matt.
You want to get your hands on somebody, huh? You want to hurt them? Maybe a little bit scared. A little scared about what that means.
Take, I like it. But yeah, no, sorry, buddy. Way off on that one.
Shit. You're guilty.
Excuse me?
Yeah. That guilt, that shame, that's my home, Red. And I can see it on you, I can smell it on you, it's all over you.
I'm gonna come back another day, Frank. Maybe catch you at a better time.
Ives, how about that friend of yours? You saved his life.
Yeah. Bro. For everyone saying that Froggy's the reason, no. Bro, Punisher will call it like it is, bro.
Ah, for Christ's sake, say his name.
Yeah.
Say his name, you coward! Say his name! It's not about him! You hate yourself. He's eating you up because you ain't done a goddamn thing about it.
God damn you.
Hold back.
I apologize.
What are you sorry for?
Isn't it?
First honest thing you did, Red.
It's not about him.
No.
Let's get in the gym.
It's all about him. He talks to you, doesn't he? Hear his voice. You do, don't you? Every time I start moving, I still hear my little boy.
Hey!
I see him. He says, get him, Daddy.
Yo, why did he hide his brother?
That's why I do what I do. That's why he's eating at you. That's why he's eating at you, because you know you didn't do a goddamn thing. It's gonna keep eating at you. It's gonna keep eating and eating and eating. There's no getting away with it, you understand?
I ran him down.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
I did what I had to do. Now let the system take care of the rest.
Oh, you and your goddamn system. You and your goddamn system. So what now? Every day Bullseye goes to the chow hall, eats his slop. You feel good about that? He got life!
Should have got death.
How about old Foggy? He got life.
Foggy. Guys like you and me, we could work a lifetime and never measure up to his decency.
Exactly, Matt's tripping, bro. All that Foggy's a good guy has got you fucked up. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? You're Frank, bro. You ain't Foggy, my nigga, bro. Like, I'm feeling for Matt, bro. I'm hurt for Matt, bro. Matt's got to wake up, man. I know, coming back here after that shit. Jesus.
Shit was tough, man. Fucking hell.
Obviously, he would know that.
I assumed.
Exactly.
That's
I
what
just
a
said,
prudent
damn,
psychiatrist.
they killed a man in front of her. What do you think the psychiatrist supposed to ask?
Well, I'm glad you feel that way.
Yeah, don't mean you ain't dead. Yo!
When I was a boy, I learned by watching my father
What not to do.
how to shake a man's hand. Someone intends to cheat you. I learned the power of persuasion or break their bodies. But forgiveness, that wasn't a part of who he was. I would like for things to be the way they were. I understand that may not be possible.
She's got a goal. People change. Exactly. She's telling you, bro, choke me, kill me.
I'm not the same woman I was.
Exactly. Out the
No, you
window.
aren't, are you?
Come on, Adam.
Mayor Fisk. I was told.
Ooh.
Forgiveness.
another fire ass episode. Do you know what? Yeah, my what was it? What was it? I can't remember what the word was. Apprehension. Gone now. Gone now. Do you know what? Yeah, bro. Nah, man. I think it took a long time for them to get here, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Vanessa was doing so much, bro. Think about how much she's done this episode, bro. It's like the same amount of screen time as usual, but just not doing too much. Is this because there wasn't like a lot going on with the story before? But I think there was. I just think, we was talking about in one of the breakdowns, like, they had so much to set up with everyone where they are, what's new, what's going on, everyone's new perspective, that I feel like it was a bit jarring, the whole Kingpin, Vanessa switch of the situation. And obviously it's taken 4 episodes. Even though man assumed Adam was dead, they made Kingpin not a liar. They stuck to the thing that I'm trying to say, like, even though he's imprisoned, man, and shit like that. But like, he's not being as Wilson Fisk as he was before. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so I really like that. One thing I don't like, bro, there was no need to do the Punisher thing at the end of the last episode. None at all, bro. None at all. One, it didn't get addressed this episode at all. And 2, like, if the casing had the Punisher thing on it, we didn't need it on, like, do you know what I'm saying? I didn't think we needed it on the jacket, even if the police are walking around with Punisher stuff on. Someone could have just walked away and we could have been like, who was that? Do you know what I'm saying? I felt like after getting what we got from this episode, where Punisher's not angry that the fanboys are doing what they're doing, which I thought would be the reaction, because he would, like, I knew he would know, but I was like, he's supposed to be pissed off. The fact that he's not pissed off means that I don't think they should have tried to use it as a Punisher's coming next episode. You know what I'm saying? Try to dangle it. It could have just been like, yo, shit, White Tiger dying was actually enough in the moment. Do you know what I'm saying? We just learned to love the guy in an episode, and then you're blowing his mind out at the end. You ain't got to then give us, Punisher's coming next episode. Especially when he's coming the way he's coming in the episode, where he's not coming as Punisher, he's coming as Frank, Castle, ex-soldier, surviving father of a family. Do you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, bro, Matt and fucking Frank having a conversation at this point is beautiful, fam. It's just beautiful work, bro.
I didn't think it would take me there today, bro. Like, see, I was saying, something drastic, like, extreme needs to happen. Like, I didn't think they would take it, like, to that extreme of, like, dying of them. That shit to me, like, I had teary eye, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, he's spitting facts to Matt. It's like almost like the first time Matt is grieving and he's letting everything out. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, like, even he doesn't understand, like, he's just in denial. And Frank, even going back to, season 2? Like, on the rooftop, like, John Brufnell just brings these scenes out, bro. Like, just hits home. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and my guy just broke down differently. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this super peak, man. In terms of Vanessa, you know what? I was kind of confused, like, where her change came into this, because she's spitting all this stuff about growing with dad and stuff like that. She's saying all these things, but none of those things is Fisk. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, going back, Fisk went to prison twice, got beat to a pulp by Daredevil season 3. If you want to count Echo, where she was doing the madness to him, like, where does her thinking make sense in her betraying him and saying, I felt betrayed because you went away? Like, Fisk actually went through a lot. I just don't understand where she's coming.
Go on, Sam.
I was going to say, she's always felt alone, and she's the one that's always feeling that she's betrayed. Bro, it's nobody else. Nobody else. She's the one that's feeling everything. Dad left me. This happened to me. I'm feeling alone.
All the projection.
Yeah.
All projection.
Doesn't that, bro? Fisk is.
Thank you.
Doesn't matter what Fisk does. Even if Fisk stays, she'll still say,
100%. 100%.
Like,
I'm glad you're on the ball with it, bro. It's mad to me because it's like, as soon as she brought up her dad, I checked out. I checked out completely. Because for the first 3 episodes, I'm looking at your behavior and I'm like, your behavior's on bullshit. You've got no reason for this. And then in the therapy session, you're admitting that you've got no reason. Fisk ain't your dad. Fisk killed his dad. In today's episode, Fisk is telling us how positive his dad was an impact on him. Vanessa, Fisk ain't your dad. So, and I don't believe your dad was beat by a vigilante to within an inch of his life while you was in the penthouse watching it happen. Like, all of that didn't happen when you was a child. Therefore, and Fisk doesn't drink, doesn't abuse you, and doesn't do anything. Him leaving because he's hurt is one thing. Maybe the communication. Maybe. But then you nullify that by saying, if we had communications, it wouldn't have mattered. She says that in the thing. So, to Sam's point, bruh, Adam was gonna Clark regardless. So that's all dead. For me, I want to run it back to Punisher because I feel like Punisher and Daredevil's, it's like what we was talking about before about every episode, well, it's been seeming they're throwing in another vigilante or another ideology. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's like, what I like about the dynamic between Frank and Matt this time is it parallels the Daredevil and Punisher on the roof in season 2, but it takes it down to a much more human level where, once again, Matt, you've got to understand that Punisher is further along down the line than you as Frank and as Matt. So as Frank, he was a war veteran. He trained, went to war, shot people for duty. That's why it starts duty, all of this shit. While Matt, you was, at Columbia studying, whatever. I'm not trying to discredit what Matt's done, but it's the mindset behind it. So in that war, Frank's lost people. He's dealt with grief. He's lost partners. I think this whole series is about them not catching one of the man them, and then, him going to have to revenge him, bro. And where that pushes you to, and where that makes you go. So, Frank identifying low levels of not handling grief, not accepting the scenario, of denying yourself, going internal, doing all the little childish bullshit that Daredevil actually does. He does, bro. And he always runs to Uncle Frank to tell him about himself. So it's funny because it's like when Matt pulled up, in my head I was like, because obviously I'm like, oh, Punisher's already gonna be juiced and go and do the thing. But then when he's calm, I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, bro, it's like the opposite, innit? It's like, oh, so Matt, you've actually come here to ask him to hurt people for you because you want to hurt people, but you can't hurt people. Or you're not letting yourself hurt people because you're thinking about Foggy. And this is my thing with the whole Foggy situation. Like, bro, he has to understand. I know, and it's for you, man, as well, because Bear Man in the comments are all on the other side. And I don't get why you, man, are on the other side. Well, maybe, I don't know. Like, it's either I'm in the disposition of Frank. And you, man, are in the disposition of Foggy. And Matt. Matt's in the middle. Okay, Matt's in the middle, because Matt's confused. I would say that you, man, are in the disposition of Foggy, and I'm in the disposition of Frank. Because I don't understand what you, man, see in that scenario. I see it exactly the same way as Frank. Like, bro, I was cheering for him to kill Bullseye at the moment. And it's not like I want murder, bro. But some things have got to be stopped, bro. Some things have got to come to an end. Especially when they're telling you, bro, I'm not going to stop. Bullseye said, I'm not going to stop. General Zod, I'm not going to stop. These men have got to go, bro. Like, it's not about you. You're being selfish in not killing, man. Think about that. You're thinking about, wow, if I get this one body, do you know what I'm saying? What does it do to me? If you don't get this one body, what does it do to everybody else? This is why Frank has no issue taking out 30 man. Clean. No issues, bro. Because, it's not by force, but you are the person who's been put in the position. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, Foggy couldn't do that, bro. Karen can't do it, bro. Punisher can do it, but he can't do it for you. Because even if Punisher went and killed Bullseye in prison, this scenario it will happen again. It will happen again to Matt until Matt does what's necessary or dies. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like, I love the way they used Punisher in the episode. I hated the way they used him, they ended up using him in the last episode, or just the whatever. And then we've got the more mystery of who's the I don't know. I was gonna call him like the new White Tiger in it, but I don't want to be this. We had a lot of dead bodies this season. 4 episodes in. R.I.P. White Tiger. Hector, real one. Get me? But we got the new vigilante or whoever this guy is skulking around carrying dead bodies and shit.
For sure, that's what Muse everyone's talking about.
Yeah, I think so. The way they do is sick because they brought him at the beginning, ran the whole episode, but forgot about him, and they just be like, "Oh, you lot, just a reminder."
Yeah, I didn't like it. I thought, oh, are we getting what Muse is doing, and maybe the whole Punisher thing? The fact that, like I say, they
should have put the Muse clip on the end of the last episode, and then they should have had one Muse clip here, and that's what.
Bro, leading up to it, I like the whole villain of character of the episode of the week or whatever. Legit, but like the ending is just fine to see that this guy is out there, and like you said, it would have been even better that Muse is taking bodies and like okay then do the whole Matt situation, then you see Punisher, and then him at the end, and leading up to that, what is this man actually doing with bodies, painting, all that kind of stuff? Super legit still, but. Charlie Cox, boy.
Hard. Stupid work.
Super legit. All the scenes he's in, even the ones with John Breffnell as well. This guy is carrying this show, boy. Actually carrying it. Super legit stuff. And as I'm saying, without the suit. And then at the end, we're getting it that these men can't help who they are as well. Like, I'm liking that. So, yeah, man.
I think it's easier for him without the suit, bro. I think it's easier for him without the suit. And I'm going to bring it back. Easier, R.I.P. Foggy. Easier without Foggy and Karen, bro. Bro, them man, bruv, they eat up so much of Matt's time. And we need Matt, bro. Like, this season is showing us how much, even in the season 1 and 2 that I love, bro, we needed more Matt, bro. And it's like, do you know what made that season 2 even like so much better? Because Punisher comes in and takes away Karen and Foggy's time, you'll get more Matt or more Daredevil. So you know what I'm saying? It's just, and I feel like this episode almost encompasses that as well, having it here, but sprinkled with the right ingredients. You know what I'm saying? You got Muse at the end, you got Kingpin and Vanessa sprinkled through, you got Adam on the side, do you know what I'm saying? You got the niece at the beginning, and you had BB in the beginning as well. Like, bro, like, it's actually a lot of characters. Plus the court case that we ran in 10 minutes of that Matt lost. Or one that lost. Do you know what I'm saying? Think about all that. And it's like, bro, like in the other season, it wasn't turning like that. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I just love what they're doing with this season. You, man, jump in the comment section below and let us know what you're saying about Muse, what you're saying about Adam being in the cell, what you're saying about Kingpin. When they showed that painting, it had more blood on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it had the same blood from the end of season 3.
I don't believe so. No.
It was just in the corner.
No. Bullseye went and got the painting from the old lady.
Yeah.
It had a speck on the corner.
And then,
when we just saw it there, it had the whole...
Yeah, because at the end of season 3, when Matt was powering it was going on, it was flashing on the painting.
Was it?
Yeah.
No, I remember that, you know. Okay, now I thought... And then he moved the painting down into the dungeon.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. I think, yeah, man. It's a good message. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that thing was clean. And that thing was clean. And now it's got stained and stained and stained. I can only imagine Vanessa's blood's going to be on it before the end. Listen, you lot jump in the comment section below and let us know what you're saying about this episode and next episode. If you're watching on YouTube, enjoy yourself and head over to patreon.com/thecybernerds where you can get your questions added, even if you're not involved. Get me? Other than that, I'm J1 for the Cybernerds.
We're in the GS.
I'm Mr. Bliss.
We'll see you in the next one.
Peace.